Picture yourself for one moment walking into a room, sitting at the desk standing in front of you, and being asked to talk about what you believe in. I mean, let's be honest, there are probably hundreds, thousands, millions of topics that you could choose from. Do you discuss politics, science, Hershey Kisses, the endless debate about God versus spontaneous generation? I've been in this situation, so I'll do you a favor and start small. I believe in fire. The kind that lights up quickly and then steadily burns without pause. I mean, we've all seen it, maybe at a campfire in the middle of a Prescott forest, or at a cheesy barbecue that no one really wants to be at. Either way, fire is something that has always, since the precious beginnings of our culture when we were bashing rocks together and marrying our sisters, been a subject of mystery. I mean, think about it. You look into those campfire flames, and just for 1 second, you forget about where you are or what setting you wish you weren't at. And you wonder how in the world something like this can even exist. I know, for one, that I've always been fascinated by flames. Clear as day, I remember asking my mom about the city in which I was born, Phoenix. Quietly, I asked her, "Mom, why is Phoenix named after a bird that's always being reborn after its death? What's the point?" Well, she looked at me for some time, smiled in a "I have lived longer than you, so I am wiser" kind of way, and just replied with a simple, "I guess, Elisa, it's a place for new beginnings." She came from a foreign country, in a world unlike her own, and that was a new beginning for her, and of course, for me. That's when it hit me. Sunrise and fire are alike. Literally every living organism relies on the presence of the sun, relies on its warmth and light and care. And that same sun/fire is what lends the chance for a puny, pathetic little plant sprout, or a puny, pathetic little phoenix hatchling, to start growing. Phoenix, too, gave my family a chance for a new life. However, there is more to sunrise than just the care for living individuals. So here's an example. In 7th grade, I was close friends with a boy whose mother was dying. Her immune system was completely broken down, and I could tell just by the look on her son's face that she was going to die. Period. The doctors never gave him or his father any false hope, because they knew that hope would only hurt more when it failed. And they were right. She died mid-morning that May, and while I had never talked to her or had a meaningful conversation about life and death, while I had never held her hand or laughed at her joke or helped her bake a ridiculously large Thanksgiving turkey, I remember what my friend told me she said before she passed away. That fateful morning when she had taken a turn for the worse, she turned to her son, and the last thing she told him was, this time it was a beautiful sunrise. I doubt it meant much to him. He probably saw it as a simple, no-strings-attached phrase. But I know that's not true. Even now, and it's already been 2 years, I feel in the very depths of my soul that what she meant to say was that her sunrise was her life, her son, her husband, and yes, even her death. But it was also a new beginning into a place no one really knows about. I'm fairly certain you can tell by now that my belief has evolved from just fire or sunrise. I believe in new beginnings, like the fact that horrible events bring something good, something new to counteract them. Look at the countless wars that have been fought over meaningless causes, over greed and misplaced pride. Even movies have been produced in an effort to teach the human race to love, to be true, to avoid murdering and hacking each other to pieces over nothing. It is horrible, and as much as it pains me to admit it, it is also inevitable. But like I said, if you look carefully, positive things come out of those atrocious acts. You want proof? Take Anne Frank. I, along with the rest of the literate world, have read her diary and marveled at how she believed in the inherent goodness that humans possess. She believed in kindness, the Jews believed in hope, blacks believed in equality, and a myriad of countries believed in a government that would stop upholding lies. I believe in a better tomorrow, a new start that we can all build. Funnily enough, this is one of those times when the words are a lot easier than the act itself. Still, there has to be some spark that starts the new beginnings. There has to be something that every single one of us shares, every single one of us uses, sometimes grudgingly, in our daily lives. People are smart, and I think we can realize what that something is. I believe in new beginnings. And I guess you could say that, most importantly of all, I believe in the beginning of love.